Hi, welcome to How to RPG. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I'm doing a review of Creature Codex Lairs. That's right, this is an adventure book, an anthology, and this anthology actually has lots of little adventures, and it's made by a publisher that I respect. I have a lot of respect for the publishers of this book. They have made some great stuff. So what I thought I would do is I would show you the book as I talk about it, and give you as much information as I possibly can, my honest opinion about this book and what I think you can do, whether it's worthwhile you actually going and picking up. I mean, that's the gist of it, right? If it's worth picking up, you want to know that. So here are the pros and cons for this adventure book. It is designed by Sean Merwin. Sean has done a really good job in the past. I've really been impressed by the work that he does. It's published by Wolfgang Breyer's Kobold Press. I love what they do. There are 9 short and mostly easy to run adventures you could use in your campaign or as a one-shot. The adventures cover character levels 1 to 10, but not in a sequential order, so some of the levels are going to be skipped. This book includes high quality full color artwork, and it's a softback book, and it's got sort of durable matte finish pages to it, which I quite like. I still say I prefer gloss, but it is not gloss. There are excellent and simple clear color maps for every single adventure, but some maps might be disappointing for a game master, particularly if you're expecting complex locations, because you don't really get that. The majority of the monsters are completely new and from the Creature Codex. Unfortunately, you will need the Tome of Beasts, the Creature Codex, the Monster Manual, and possibly the original Book of Lairs to run all of the adventures, and that's not acceptable as an adventure product, in my opinion. I don't like that. There are no monster stat blocks in this adventure book. The adventures don't have multiple adventure hooks, which makes it harder to integrate into your campaign. You've usually done a better job in this, but this case it hasn't been done. We've often only get one. The adventure layout follows the industry standard of character level that is recommended, your adventure background, your adventure hook, your location map, your area details, the read aloud text, and a conclusion. Monster encounters are in bold, with book and page numbers included for easy reference most of the time. The treasure drops, environmental hazards, traps, doors, developments that might occur during your adventure, the creature information, conclusions, and many other details are formatted in bold text or a large green header with a different font, but it still makes some information hard to find quickly. Still does a pretty good job, but it is sometimes a bit difficult to find stuff. There are a wide range of different adventures offered with a varying degree of plotline strength and story creativity. Some of them are better than others, and some aren't that great. Many of the combat encounters aren't spaced out very well, so expect your player characters to be challenged with reinforcements, because the reinforcements or the next lot of monsters are often quite close to the first battle. The monster art is magnificent, with bright full colour designs that have sort of an emotional depiction. I was really impressed. The cover art is awesome. It has a demonic mutant were-rat. It has a rat folk mage casting a spell. It has flying gremlins in the room, and there are a whole lot of armed rat folk there as well. So it's awesome. These adventures are suitable for a beginner game master. So if you're completely new, you could handle these easily. But still helpful, I would say, to an experienced game master. There are a few white pages with nothing on them in the back, which annoys me. I don't like it when they include white pages. The number of short adventures is much less than other products that I have seen in the Lair Adventures book series. This is probably the one that I've never seen as few adventures in a Lair book as this one. Many of the adventure locations are disappointing because the exploration aspect of the game is very weak, and it looks more like a single encounter location, say from Dungeons and Dragons 4e, rather than being able to explore an area, because most of the maps aren't that complicated. I was surprised by the quality drop in this book compared to previous Kobold Press publications, and I hate to say it, but I can't recommend this anthology book. If I could recommend it, I would be very, very happy, but I can't recommend it. It just doesn't make any sense to try and recommend a book which could have done significantly better. So what I thought I would do is I would go over the premise and story for each of the adventures, so you've got an idea of what the summary is and sort of what the level range for them are as well. Okay. So the first one is the Lair of the Fire Cult. It's for level 1 characters trying to save a mentally ill patient from a fire cult inside a legitimate Free Jews Health Institute. Which is quite strange, but still an interesting idea. Next is A Rat Among Us. This is part 1. There are 2 parts. This is for level 3 characters, and they are hired by a dwarf merchant to drive off the riverfront rat gang, who have a rat folk warlock trying to dominate a local city dock. The follow-up to that adventure is A Rat Among Us. This is part 2. It is also for level 3 characters, and the characters are following a trail of clues that lead them to a demon lord of rats attempting to corrupt the entire city. Next we have Caverns of the Howling Moon. This is for level 4 characters, and characters are invited by a merchant consortium to a pagan festival as entertainment and to partake in the main meal, and there are some surprises along the way. Paying the Shadow Troll. This is for level 4 characters, and the characters are bounty hunters tracking down an escaped Fey spy. Then they get entangled with a Shadow Goblin army war party and a Shadow Fey knight on the road. So it's really just a road encounter. Swept Away is for level 6 characters, and the characters are asked to help save a wedding ceremony for a famous. It's taking part in a famous location called the Lucky Obelisk, and it is being currently attacked by wind elementals, demons, and devils. Like there's 3 different parties involved. Ice Maiden's Kiss is for level 7 characters. A fishing village that plea for their help, and they have to go and save 3 children from a deceptive snow hag hiding in a remote ice cove. King of Ill Fortune is for level 8 characters, and the characters are offered a huge reward for capturing a rebellious dragonborn, slaughtering priests that is currently laying siege to Kobold King's fortified tower. It's an odd one, I have to say. Lastly is Trollkin Hunt. This is for level 10 characters, and the characters are trying to avert a war between a fishing village and the Red Craw Swamp Trolls. There's a clan of trolls in the swamp, and it's called the Red Craw. However, a Hydra is actually responsible for aggravating the relationship between the 2 groups, between the fishing village and the troll clan. So you've got to try and undo that, solve that problem. So that is the entire adventure book, and I'm hoping that this was useful to you, and if it was, great. And if it wasn't and you are disappointed, I am sorry. I really can't recommend this book to you. Thank you to my patrons who support me so I can keep doing this. Thank you for watching, and hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.